the biggest behavioral mistakes investors make. Hi, I'm Dave Grant. I'm a certified financial planner and the founder of Retirement Matters, a financial planning company based in Barrington, Illinois. Most of the mistakes made by investors are the result of their behavior, which is often driven by their emotions. Fear and greed can drive people to do things that they regret. Now, in the realm of investing, this usually means making costly decisions based on acting on impulse. It's what makes investors flee the market after a crash or buy the market near the top, both of which have a devastating impact on long-term investment performance. Now, Warren Buffett said, "Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy." Now, in this, he was talking about taking advantage of the regular investor and their behavioral mistakes. Now, investors who lack clearly defined goals and a well-designed strategy for achieving them are much more likely to make these costly mistakes. Now, it's been well established through decades of investment data that no one can predict the direction of the market. If your advisor tells you he can, that's the reason that you need to turn around and walk out the door. Now, market crashes occur unexpectedly, which is why they're called a crash, because no one sees them coming. They trigger panic, and smaller investors are typically the last to get out. As the stock market recovers, smaller investors tend to be the last to get back in. Now, if you sold your equities during the 2008 crash, it probably took you 5 to 8 years to recover your losses. That's even if you bought back in. However, if you had held your position and rode out the crash, your portfolio may have more than tripled since the stock market bottom. Investors who try to pick individual stocks do so because their analysis tells them that the stock is mispriced, that they know something that the stock market doesn't. However, decades of research has shown that stocks tend to be fairly priced due to the efficiency of the stock market. Because of that, it's rare that an investor can consistently pick winners. Research shows that investors who try to pick winners, whether it be stock or mutual funds, do no better than investors who simply invest in the S&P 500 index, and that person does it with far less risk and investment cost. Investors who don't have a clear strategy based on specific risk-return profile tend to either be too speculative or too cautious in their investment approach, and either can be disastrous. For many investors, it comes down to misunderstanding or miscalculating investment risk. Now, investment risk is essential to long-term investment performance, but you need to be able to balance the amount of risk you can tolerate with the amount of risk that's needed to generate the returns you need in order to achieve your goals. While you can't really manage the performance of your investments, that's up to the markets, you can manage the risk in your portfolio. If you think you might be subject to some of these behaviors and would like some help, then you can feel free to contact me. Until next time, enjoy the day.